I think that many of us here recognize that the EPA has helped lead the way for clean air and clean water. But there's reaching a point someplace in this balance that we just want them, we want the EPA to be more responsible and to be more receptive to the impact your decisions are having on families. And I just don't, I think you're missing the point. And it just two examples with that is, that I could, is the timing of your additional regulations, and the second, the use of improper or flawed models that you're using. Let me just touch on the timing issue. There's an adage that we use often, and all of us have used in raising families, is just because you can doesn't mean you should. Mm-hmm. And we know the EPA has the ultimate power to issue any regulation, and you well know that Congress doesn't quite have we don't have the votes here to be able to overturn that. So whatever you're issuing, it's becoming the law of the land with your regulations. So there is a time and place for everything, and I'm just concerned that maybe the EPA has gotten a little bit more aggressive than they should be with it. I come from West Virginia, and that's part of rural America. That's the Main Street. Wall Street may be having great success, but rural America, Main Street is still struggling, and yet I keep seeing the EPA putting another regulation on top of another regulation, and the ozone rule, they barely have achieved the first standard. Another one, they increase that standard again. I think what it's led by these over-regulation in rural America, it's led to people, their well-being, their mental health is all being affected by it. I think we're having some depression in areas around the country because of the threats of the regulations, what it's doing to jobs. I think we're seeing more and more people working part-time. They're underemployed. It could go on and on and on. And I really believe it's directly attributed to the regulatory body